Then when we started discussing about loops concepts, so we discuss the various types of loops are for loop, while loop, then do while loop also. Yeah. So then let us see our next loop called do while. Then first, what is the requirement of having a do while actually? Okay, so the intention of Java people to introduce this do while loop is, for example, being a new customer, being a new customer, say to Swiggy or Zomato. Yeah. Being a new customer, do we get extra discount or a regular discount? So for the first customer, maybe a new mail ID or maybe a new mobile number. So definitely we'll get some extra discount will be given. Correct or not? Once we become existing customer, once we become existing customer, then in that scenario, what's the offer? Is it an extra discount or a regular discount? Regular. There is no special discount for existing customer. It is a regular discount only will be given. Correct or not? So it means for the first time, it has to be special discount. Then second time, it should be a regular discount. So it means first time, are they checking that we are there in the database or not? First time, do they check we are there in the database? Yes. If we are not there, then only execute it. Means it is then second time onwards, if we are there, if our mail ID or mobile number is there in already database, then they'll say, okay, this fellow is existing customer, give regular discount only. So in the first scenario, it is special scenario. So second time onwards, we always falls into the second category only. So only for one time will fall into this category. Correct or not? So for such type of requirements, for once, only to execute once without checking the condition, then from next time onwards by checking the condition. I repeat, for the first time without checking the condition or it's a special condition, and from the remaining time onwards, it's a regular conditions. So to fulfill such type of requirements, for loop is not suitable. While loop is not suitable. That's where Java people have introduced one more loop called as do while loop. Yeah. So first, what is the syntax and how it is different from the regular while loop? Okay, so that we will understand here. So to start with, for do while loop also, like while loop, initialization has to be before the loop. Initialization has to be before the loop only. Then second, do is a predefined keyword. Do is a predefined keyword. So here we have nothing to write the condition or any expressions, just the body. And inside this, we'll be writing some Java code, a valid Java code. Then preferably increment or decrement inside the loop. Increment or decrement inside the loop only as a last line. That's a preference. Increment or decrement, I'm sorry. Inside the loop body, inside do body. Then followed by while. Then followed by while. While can be written here or can be in the next line also. Both are same only. While, then parenthesis. What while will have? The condition. Then this has to end with semicolon or no? So after this while, the semicolon has to be, or it's no. Braces, braces are there here already. So while with semicolon is mandatory in Java. If you are coming from C language or C++, that is optional. In C language or C++ language, do while with semicolon is optional. But when it comes to Java, this semicolon is mandatory. Yeah. So this is the syntax of a do while loop. Then here do is a predefined keyword, while also predefined keyword. Yeah. Then let us understand one example. Let us understand with one example based on this syntax. The requirement is write a Java program to print 1 to 10, 1 after 2 after 3 after 10, 1 to 10 using do while, using do while loop. So how do we write this program? By using while loop? How do you write by using while loop? Or how do you write this by using for loop? Please tell me. First for loop. So first for loop based. How do you write this based on for loop? Yeah, for.
Initialization
So first initialization. So for
x is equal to 1,
yeah, int I or x or whatever it is, 1, then less than or equals 10, then I
then
plus plus.
I plus plus.
Then the for loop body print the variable called I. Correct? So this is the for loop. Then second, how do you write this by using while loop? Initialization has to be before, say int I equals 1 to start with, then while is a keyword in lowercase letters, then I should be less than or equals to 10, then the loop body print system.out.println, print that I value, then followed by increment I value by I equals to I plus 1. Correct? Correct or not? Now, how do we write this by using a do while loop? The do while loop. So for that, so first initialization again. So by using this do while loop, how do you write the same requirement? So to start with, sorry. So first initialization, say int I equals, what is starting output? 1 only here also. Then followed by do keyword. Then the body with flower brackets. Then inside this first print it. System.out.println, which variable? I variable. Then followed by increment I value by 1. So then followed by while condition. What is that? While, we can write in next line as I said, while I should be less than or equals 10. Correct or not? Yes or no? Now here, so in this scenario, so one change I am making, wantedly, I am making one change in all these things. That is, I'll keep less in place of less than or equals, I'll write it as greater than or equals. So this is the change which I am making wantedly. Yeah. So with this change, what is the output of this program? First JVM comes to initialization, correct or not? What is I value? I value will be 1.
1.
Then JVM goes to condition check. What is the condition? I is greater than
I
equals 10. Is 1 is greater than equals 10? False. Then
false.
this
It
JVM goes
exists.
to the body? No.
No, sir,
What
it
happen?
exists.
JVM will
Will
exit.
come out of it.
JVM will come out of the for loop. Correct or not? Do we get any output or no output? Nothing in the output.
No.
No output. Correct? Now the same scenario, the same condition. What about the output of while loop? Same or different? Same, like no any output or no output. So first JVM
No.
comes for I, and where 1 is assigned to I variable. Then JVM comes for condition check. Then 1 greater than or equal to 10. True or false? 1 greater than 10, false. Then JVM without executing anything, from here only the condition is false. Therefore JVM goes out of the while loop as well. Any output? Nothing in the console. No output. Correct? Now observe, when it comes to do while, first JVM comes to the first line of code. Yes or no? What is that?
Yes, sir.
1 will be assigned to the variable called I. Then next JVM goes to while condition or do body?
Do body.
Do body only. Therefore JVM comes here. Then anything to check? No. JVM will directly enter into the body. And the print I. What's the current value of I? So therefore in output,
1,
we are going to get output called as 1.
2.
Then followed by what's the latest value of I? I is previously 1. Now I will become updated to 2. Correct? Then JVM comes to while condition check. Then here 2 greater than or equal to 10. True or false? false. Then what will happen? JVM comes out of execution of the do while loop as well. JVM comes out. The loop is terminated. Now tell me, by using for loop and do while loop, the same scenario, are we getting at least one output? No, we are not getting.
No, sir, we are not
But by
getting.
using do while, are we getting at least one output or not? That's the purpose of do while loop. Even though for the first time itself the condition fails, for loop and while loop will not give any output from the body, but do while loop will be given the output at least once. That's the main reason for do while loop to be introduced, for a loop to be executed at least once. That's a fundamental difference between while and do while. In while loop or even for loop also, first condition will be checked. The first condition will be checked. After installation, the condition will be checked. But when it comes to do while loop, first condition will be checked? No. First body of do, first body will be executed for the first time. Yes or no? So that's the difference. Then does while loop will give at least one output? No. With condition as false, while will not, while and if applicable for also, for also, while loop will not give any output. But what about this do while loop? So do while loop will give the output at least once, irrespective of the condition true or false. Do while loop will give output at least once, That's a difference between the for loops and also the while loop with do while loop difference. Am I clear with this syntax? Yes or no? Yeah. Just to understand this syntax better, let us practice two to three things. Then in real time scenario, wherever that situation comes, at least to execute the body once, then go for do while loop. Okay. So, but to have a syntax practice, let us quickly write two things. Print, say A to Z, and then next question is print 100 to 1. Please write it. These two by using do while. Just to understand the syntax better, A to Z, print A to Z using do while. Then print 100 to 1 also by using do while only. So first, to print from A to Z by using a do while, so we have to initialize. What is the initialization? It's a character type. So therefore, char some variable of programmer choice
Yes.
equals to start from A in single quotes. The next do, then the body. What this do has to do? So first it has to print the existing character, so which is there in variable ch. Then increment or decrement? Increasing order. Therefore,
Increase.
ch plus 1 is a normal incrementation. But is it correct?
No,
No.
sir.
So for this, we have to use a typecasting
CHR.
char type, then assign it back to same ch variable only. Then here we can add in next line also. While what's the condition? Ch has to be less than or equals the small z, then semicolon. So this is the code which gives output of A to Z, A after B after C, and so on up to Z. Then next one, printing 100 to 1, first initialization. What is initialization? Int I equals to start from 100. Then followed by do, and inside this system.out.println, print that I value. Then I has to be incremented or decremented? Decremented by 1 every
Decremented.
time. Then the closing of do, then followed by while. What's the condition? I should be less than or equals to 1. Correct? Greater than or equals to 1. then semicolon. So this is the code for writing this. Yeah. So again, I am not executing any of these programs. Please, you do execute through Eclipse to practice.
Sir, in first program, CH is equal to 97, I have written, sir.
If you take CH equals to
And
97,
yes, sir.
yeah, then here conversion is not required.
Yes.
So have you taken char or you have taken int?
Char, sir.
Then fine. Yeah. So then let's go for the incrementation and also decrementation operators. Most of the times we'll see plus plus. I equals to I plus 1 is nothing but I plus plus. What is that story? Then by knowing that, we'll be using them. Okay. So for understanding that, let me take some variable, say int x equals, the value is 100. Then I'll write it system.out.println, say print x plus plus, x plus plus. Then next I'll write system.out.println, say plus plus x. Then next, to understand the minus minus, again I'll take int x equals 100 only. And this time I am going to print with x minus minus. The next I am going to print minus minus x. If you know it, or if you are using already plus plus, then tell me what is output of these 4 print statements. What is output of this line?
101, sir.
Okay, one answer I got is 101 from online. Others, it is the same thing or any syntax error, or do you have a different output? I want you to tell me the output, not explanation. What is output? Error. I am saying no error. Make it fast. Teja. Huh? This one only first conclude. No output. No idea. Okay. Then what about this?
Error, sir.
No error. I am concluding no error. Tell me what's output.
Same 101, sir.
Here also okay. One answer I am getting is 101. Any other answers? Then here also please quickly.
99, 99, sir.
99 also. 99 is the answer I am getting. Okay. So we have to understand this, then only start using in your programs, otherwise don't use. So what is it? Is when it comes to x plus plus, x plus plus or x minus minus, this is called as post increment. Post increment. This is called as post decrement. What's the meaning of this? Post increment or post decrement means the first use the value. First use existing value and then increment. Similarly, first use existing value, then decrement. First use existing value, then decrement it. Decrement. Yeah. Then how much is the increment or decrement? By default, plus plus means it is incremented by 1 or decremented by 1 only. not more than 1, not less than 1. First use, then increment, post increment. First use, then decrement. It is a post decrement. So it means, what is the meaning of using? What is the current value of x value? So here the 100 is a value which is assigned to this x variable. Then use the current value of x only. Therefore, what's output? 100 is output. But after using, what it has to do? Increment the value by 1. Now, after this line of code, what the x value is going to become here? So x value is becoming 101 here. After this line of code, x value is becoming 101. But here we have to use the current existing value only, called 100. Clear? Then here also, what is the current value of x? 100. Then use that value only. So what is the meaning of using? In this case, we are printing. Therefore, what's output? 100 is output. But after that, what has to do? The x value has to be decremented by 1. Therefore, it becomes how much? 99 only. It becomes 99, but we'll get the output as 100 only. That's the first scenario. Then what about plus plus x? So here, plus plus x means pre-increment. Pre-increment. What's the meaning of it? First increment. First increment, then use. Similarly, minus minus x also, the meaning is pre-decrement. What it says? It says that first use it, first decrement it. Default decrementation is 1, then use. So what is the scenario? So what is the current value of x here? 101. Then it means first plus plus x. It has to use an existing value, or it has to increment first. Increment. Then previously 101 plus plus x means it should be increased by 1 more. Then what is the value of x becomes? X will become 102. Therefore, we are going to get output called as 102 for this line of code. Similarly, minus minus x means decrement the value first. So what is the current value? 99. Then if it is decrements, it becomes how much? 98. So here it is becoming 102, then that's output. Then here this x value will become 98, then use it. So it's not 99, it's 98 is output. So this is the meaning of pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement. Understood? Understood.
Sir, pre-increment and pre-decrement once more, sir.
Pre-increment means if you write plus plus x, first we are incrementing. Let's say first
Okay, sir.
increment
Then
the value.
101 should come next.
Why 101? Already with the help of this line only, it's becoming 101, no?
Okay, sir. Okay, yes, sir. I got it now.
So
I
here
got it.
first use it, then
So
increment. That's what the meaning of post increment. So with that post increment, it has become 101.
without that first line, it will become 101 now, sir.
With this line.
Yes, sir. Without that line, that SOP x plus plus. Without that line, it will become the second line will become 101 now, sir.
Yeah. If you just only take x value and if you print plus plus x, then it will become 101.
Okay, got it, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
I know
sir.
your confusions. I'll tell you. So here, int x equals 100. Int x equals 100. If I write x plus plus, just as the next line, can we write like this? We can write like this. We can write it. Then now I'll print x value. Now I'll print x value. What's output? Huh?
101.
Why 100? Here what is happening? We are incrementing the value of x by 1. Yes or no? Then are we using? We are not using. It is just incremented. That's all. So here we are going to get output called as 101 only. Okay. Next, if I take x equals to 100 once again, and this time I'll write plus plus x. Again, I'll print x value. What's output? Please tell me. Here also 1 or 1 only. But if you are using that in a print statement and at the same time incrementing or decrementing, there is a point to understand. Okay. In a normal way, x plus plus and plus plus x without using only incrementation. No difference. It is increased by 1 only. But if I am using and printing at the same time in a print function, then understanding has to be more clear. Otherwise, both will increment the number value by 1. But what is the meaning of it when we use in print statement? What's the meaning of it when we don't use inside a print statement? Then there is a difference. Understood? So this is the confusion, I know. Clear? Next one. So if any variable, say x equals to some value, then if you write x plus plus, what's the meaning of it? It is also same as, it is exactly identical to x equals x plus 1. It is also, all these three are same only, exactly identical to x plus equals 1 also. We can write the incrementation in these three different ways. All three are correct in Java. If anybody knows Python, this plus plus will not work in Python. These two are correct in Python. Am I clear? Similarly, if you write x minus minus is also same as x equals x minus 1 is also same as x minus equals to 1. Clear? Clear. So then, if you want to increment a variable's value by some 5, then can we write x equals to x plus plus something for this? No. But we can write the other format, which is nothing but x plus equals to 5 is nothing but x equals to x plus 5. These two are same only. Yeah, only by default, plus plus means increase by 1. And minus minus means decrease by 1. That's it. If I want to increase by 5, but I want to write plus plus approach, not possible. Decrease by 1. But this is a possibility. X equals x minus 5 can be also written as x minus equals 5 also. Yeah, am I clear? Then x equals x into 5 can be also written as x star equals 5 also. This is also correct. Incrementation by multiplication. Similarly, I want to divide x equals x slash 5. Then this also can be written as x slash equals 5 also possible. Modulo is not possible. Clear? Yeah. So these are the different ways, but mostly we'll be using this plus plus for incrementation. Incrementation by 1. So in all our scenarios of for loops, wherever we have discussed so far, I have written here I plus plus. Here I am writing I equals I plus 1. Yeah. So these are the meaning is increment the value by 1. When we are not using inside a print